going to take a look at triangle ratios, and we're going to be starting with the sine of angle theta. So if I wanted to find the measure of an angle, I would take its opposite side, the side opposite the angle that I'm looking for, over the hypotenuse. So for instance, finding the measure of angle B would be found by putting side B over side A. So if I was now trying to figure out what A is, I could say that A is equal to B divided by the sine of angle B. If I did not have A, but I had the B and the angle. Cosine can be found by the adjacent side over the hypotenuse. So finding the cosine of angle B would be C over A. So opposite, adjacent. So cosine of angle B would be side C over A as the hypotenuse, where the tangent is the opposite side over the adjacent side. So angle B the opposite side, which is B, over the adjacent side, which is C. Let's look at this if we had some numbers. So I'm going to just simply assign some number values here. I'm going to call A 11, C 2, and B 5. That would mean that the sine of B is equal to its opposite 5 over the hypotenuse 11. This is an impossible triangle, by the way. So let's make this, because I don't like that I did that with numbers. Let's make C 5 and B 7. That would mean that this is 7 over 11. The cosine of angle B would be its adjacent side 5 over 11. And the tangent of angle B would be equal to its opposite side 7 over its adjacent side 5. Now this is done simply through calculating some of the stuff. Just simply 5 over 7 is how you're going to wind up finding that ratio of its side. So for instance, if we just calculated and we said that this is going to be 1 2/5, 1 2/5 would be 1.4. What we'll do if we wanted to find the actual measure of angle B is we would use the inverse functions, or what looks like a little negative 1 as an exponent. So to find the measure of that angle, this ratio is going to get used to help figure out my measure of an angle. So if I wanted to find the measure of an angle, if I wanted to find the measure of angle B, then I would say that sine inverse of this ratio, 7 over 11, will give me my angle in degrees. This same thing can be found through cosine. I'll use cosine inverse, my cosine ratio of 5 over 11, and I should get the same angle measured in degrees. Same thing goes for tangent. Tangent inverse, 7 over 5, will give me that same angle measure. And this is where we get to use that scientific calculator. Remember, math rocks with a capital M.